Alright, I'm just throwing this together for the local folks, or anybody else that wants to watch it, but we're doing some e-bike touring / e-bike bikepacking, and I got some new folks that's never done it, so I'm going to share with you what we carry, and hopefully this will give you a good idea. We're fixing to do what we call a dry run this weekend to see. We're actually going to go and set up camp as if we're spending the night and just see who forgot what, but I'd like to at least give you a chance to see what we should have. So I'm just going to go down the line here. First off, however many meals you're going to be gone, and we're going to have lunch. We use packets. You rip them open, use a spork or a spoon or whatever and eat. Throw your trash away, clean your spoon, put it back in your little deal, and you're ready for the next meal. This would be on the trail or on the way, our lunch. We also got snack bars, some peanut butter, some crackers, protein bars. You might get extra hungry. Make sure you got an extra meal or two. Supper. Water kind of gets boring. Put you some flavor stuff in your water. You're gonna be spending the night, right? Unless you like to get foot fungus from somebody else that's been at that camp, you might want to have some shower shoes. Of course, you want to carry enough water for yourself, okay, depending on what kind of bike setup you got. We carry our waters on these little belt packs. Emergency toilet paper. You might get to camp and there's not even any there, so you might need it at camp. Not to mention, if nature calls while you're on the way, things happen. Medication. Some of y'all have medication. I know I do a little bit, very little, but if you're going to be gone 2 days worth, have the medication you need on you. Don't forget it. Okay? This sounds silly, but you need to have money, your cards, your ID. Some people get into their gear and they don't have it when they get where they're going because they didn't think about it. Make sure you have that packed away. House keys, etc. Alright. After you get to camp, you like to get your other gear off and have something a little more comfortable. You'd be surprised how much room you got with your panniers. So you got room, take those for comfort, little creature comfort. Obviously, you're spending the night, you want some clean socks, underwear, a shirt, some pants. Pants you're probably going to put on when you get to camp because you've been wearing your bicycle gear. Then you can wear them in the morning until you get ready to go and then change again. However, if you're like me and lost a lot of weight, don't forget your belt, or your pants are going to fall off. You're not wearing your belt with your bicycle gear, so it's a good thing to remember. Now, what we like to do is you take a little pillowcase, simple little pillowcase, and you can throw some clothes and stuff in it and have your little pillow at night when you're sleeping. Something that we've learned over the past. I like coffee. These things here, a little more expensive way to do it, but hey, one packet, some hot water, you're good to go. Get your hot water from a little pocket rocket, stove, and some propane. I carry my lighter in my canteen cup. I got my gloves. I have two flashlights. I have a head flashlight, and I have this flashlight and my little purple lighter. You don't know what the weather's going to be like. I suggest frog togs, but you get whatever you want. What I like about these too is if it starts getting chilly and you didn't have this hoodie packed away, you can throw frog togs over whatever you got. It's going to really, that layering is going to add up. It's going to really work for the 10-degree drop you weren't expecting, and you definitely don't want to be wet and cold. So some type of rain gear, you should have it. Mother Nature's unpredictable. Now, shower kit. Simple stuff. I got toothpaste, I got powder, just a little thing of body wash, little bitty toothbrush, I got sunscreen in here. Little picks for my teeth. Q-tips for the ears. Some chapstick. All that. Little bitty thing. I even got a real small thing of Vaseline and some fingernail clippers in here. Now, the shaving kit I use when I go camping like RVing, is a lot bigger. So you want something smaller. All the little small stuff, you can get it a buck or two at Walmart or the Dollar Tree. This is not a necessity. This is a filtration system. It has a little thing on here, and we put it. I don't care for the taste of the water at the park, but I know it's okay for me. But I prefer to do this when I refill my bottle, so you might want to think about a filtration thing. Gotta have a tent if you're spending the night. And my son and I, we like the comforts again, so I carry the 2 mats. If you'll notice, he carries the 2 sleeping bags. That's another thing that I need to make sure I mention is when you're going with a group, you can really help out each other. If y'all are on the same sheet of music, 1 stove, 1 thing of propane, you don't need 4 people, 5 people, 6 people all carrying the same stuff. He carries 2 sleeping bags. I carry 2 sleeping mats and the tent. Because this gives me a flat platform to put my trunk on top of. He's got the 2 tents and he puts the trunk on top of that. All this fits in here pretty good. It's not too bad. In the trunk, you should have your little first aid kits, and you can come up closer. You should have your little first aid kit. It's basically, burning ointment, Band-Aids, the basic stuff, and you can go buy one of these at Walmart. I do suggest everybody have something like this for themselves. At least every other person. You need an air pump, whether it's one that you're doing. We have fat tires that take all day, so a sister of mine had this same pump, so I bought a pump that's chargeable. Again, if you're in a group and you know somebody's going to have a chargeable pump, not everybody has to carry one unless you got room and you want to. No big deal. Of course, you want to have your gloves. Different weather, okay? This is for 50s, and this is after it gets over 60. So you want to have your gloves. You want to have your bicycle basic tools to tighten up your headset or whatever so you can keep going down the road. This is a lot more important than some people think, but the 5mm Allen wrench in here, if you don't have that, and nobody else in the group has a bicycle little toolkit, and your headset comes loose, you can't go nowhere. You really need to have this with you to tighten it up. Tire repair kit. You need to put a patch on, keep going down the road. Something else to carry. Another thing, you could be working with the group if it gets tight on you. I think everybody can probably carry some of this stuff I'm talking about. I carry a pocket juice. Really helps keep my battery on my phone fully charged. So I use this all the time because I'm using Strava and Google Maps to see where I'm going and all that stuff. And make sure that if your kit doesn't have enough, which I found out the hard way, make sure you got everything you need to get your tire off if you need to get to your inner tube. Okay? I think that's everything in there. Okay, now, e-bikes. It wouldn't surprise me to have somebody get to camp and realize they forgot their charger. Now I carry our chargers. I have this charger and I have his charger, so we can charge both batteries at the same time, okay? And I have them in Ziploc bags for 2 reasons. Last thing you want electronics to do is get wet. The other thing is it keeps all the cords from getting all tangled with each other. So it's a twofold purpose. Now, I carry an extension cord as well. I like to get everything inside my tent if I can. If I can't get close enough to the electrical with the tent, so be it. And we've done that before at Fauntleroy with some of the folks that's going to be watching this. We just had everything sitting outside and charged it till dark. But extension cord, and you need some type of Y. In this way, I got 3 places. So I've got one for his charger, I've got one for my charger, and then I've got one for this. With electronics today, me and my son both have phones. We both have wireless headsets, so we can talk to each other through our headsets, our helmets. So that's 4 items that need to be charged USB, not counting the GoPro and other toys that you may have. So you may want to consider getting you something. This is a 5-way, so it plugs into that middle one on here that I was talking about, and then I can charge up to 5 USB. So I'm charging both phones, the GoPro, both headsets. When one gets charged, I can swap out. That's 5 at a time. So I hope that helps you out with your electronics. Don't forget, you got to charge your electronics when you get there. It's going to be a long trip back the next morning. Amen? Trash bags is a necessity. I carry plenty of extra trash bags. If the weather starts turning bad, sometimes I just leave with everything in trash bags anyway. But you also want to pick up everything. Leave no trace behind. Okay, we love our country. We love the world that God has given us. So let's make sure we take care of it. Amen. So plenty of trash bags. And if you're going to be stopping somewhere, even at just the camp, if you don't stop nowhere else, the two of you are going to go take a shower or whatever, have you a way to secure your vehicles, your e-bikes to one another, and usually a picnic table that's at the thing. We also have some little triangular stools we've taken occasionally, but not on our bicycles yet, because we go to state parks. State parks always have picnic tables, and but we do have a brother that's going to be carrying his own folding chair, and we might throw our little tripod ones on there for this trip. And I think hopefully that was quick, but it should give you a really good idea of everything you need. Clothes-wise, again, you got to look at the weather. Warmer weather, less clothing. Cold weather, make sure you got some warmer clothing like what I got on right now. And I hope that helps you out. Go ahead and subscribe, like, let me know, comments, whatever. Y'all have a blessed day.